Hello, welcome to a Paper Flourish craft video. My name is Julie. Today I'm going to make a desk calendar for 2024 and I'm going to use the beautiful Lavinia products to do that. And I'm going to make the desk calendar to fit into a standard size envelope. So that's my plan. Just recently at the store, Sharon, our lovely Sharon, did a calendar easel card in one of our make and take classes, and I thought it was a stunning idea, so I thought I'm going to borrow that idea, Sharon, and this time make it using the Lavinia products. So what I've done already is I've cut out this piece of cardstock, measures 4 1/4 inches across by 12 inches long. So this is the card base. I then took my scoring board, I put the 12-inch side at the top of my scoring board, and I scored at 6 inches and at 9 inches. So what you end up with is a card which folds like this. You can see it, and that is it will end up, to post it, it'll be able to go flat, but this is going to be the sort of the base of the easel card. This is just plain white cardstock I've done the base in. I then did a piece which is 4 1/4, sorry, that's this bit here, 4 1/4 by 6 inches, and that's going to go onto the front to make the easel card there. And that is again just plain white cardstock. And then I cut out some mats out of the black cardstock. Now both of these pieces measure 4 by 5 3/4. One of them will go onto the front here, this piece here. The other one's actually going to go onto the base. So that's my plan. I did cut out a smaller piece as well. This measures, I'll just check that, I think it's 4. It is 4 by 2 3/4 inches. And that's going to go on, mixed up here, on the back here. I thought that way the back is decorated as well. You could put your message on the back, or the message could go on the inside here, which I'm going to leave blank. So I'm just going to pop those pieces to the side for the moment. And then I've cut out of Lavinia Multifarious cardstock. Now this is a piece which will go on the front. This measures 3 3/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. Same size piece, which is going on to the base. And then this piece here measures, this should be 3 3/4 by 2 1/2, and that is going to go on to the black mat that goes onto the back. So it'll all make sense once we get started. So these pieces here are Lavinia Multifarious cardstock, the white Multifarious cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and decorate these and then put the card together, show you how it all goes together, the desk calendar. Now I've decided you could decorate these with inks, you could go with dinkles, which should be back in stock hopefully by the time this video goes up. But I've decided to go with the beautiful Lavinia sprays. And it's a quick, easy way to make a background. Now I'm definitely going to go with emerald green, maybe a touch of the sun yellow. And then I want to get a little bit of mica in, so maybe some amble green in there as well. Let's see. So I'm just going to get my splatter box, place one of the pieces in. I'm going to use the same colours on all the pieces. And I'm just going to spray. Let's start with some of this beautiful emerald green. Love this colour. So pretty. And then the sun yellow. So these are the acrylic sprays. Yellow always looks beautiful on a background. And then let's add a little bit of that shimmer. The mica sprays do need a shake up to get that shimmer moving around in them. And this is amble green. Let's add a little bit of that amble green in there. And then I'm just going to give that a pat with the paper towel and then go ahead and dry that. And I'm going to do the same with all 3 pieces. And these are the 3 pieces now, all dried off. I don't know if you can see, if I pick it up, the beautiful shimmer in that from that mica spray is so pretty. It's like a coppery colour. So it just adds that little hint of sparkle to the background. Now I need to decide which one of these is going to have the stamping on for the front of the card. I think I'm going to go with this one here. have my stamp press. I'm going to start by stamping the vine branch along the bottom of the card. My plan is that the calendar tab will go up the top here. Now I'm going to stamp the vine branch in Rainforest Versafine Clair. I've placed a piece of scrap paper underneath here only because the stamp is quite big, so that'll catch any excess ink onto the scrap paper rather than going onto the stamp press. Inking this up. I've got my stamp press tool, just giving it a press there to get that nice even coverage of stamping. Take it away, and now I've got the branch at the bottom, which is what I plan to have little Bijou the owl sitting on. So that was in the Rainforest Versafine Clair. So here's little Bijou, and I'm going to stamp him onto, so he's sitting on the branch, and I'm going to do this with the Versafine Clair Fallen Leaves. It's a really deep grey-brown colour. Isn't Bijou just the cutest stamp ever? Absolutely adorable. Now I have also gone back in with the Versafine Clair Rainforest, and I've stamped the vine branch coming in off that top corner. So I thought when the calendar tab goes on the front, it'll just add, sort of balances it out a little bit, having that stamping up the top as well. I'm going to add some stenciling now into the background, not only of the stamp piece, a little bit on here, but also onto the other two base pieces. This lovely stencil is called Elegance, and I'm not going to stencil the whole way over. I'm just going to get my large stencil brush. Now this is the Olive Elements ink pad, and I'm just going to bring a little bit of that in. Let's have a look. So I just want a hint of this happening in the background. So that's just added that lovely little bit of foliage into the background. I'm then going to get my Waffle stencil, this one here, and I just want to add some little touches using the Henna elements, just very, very lightly. And I'm just going to bring a little bit of this in as well. See how that looks. Just to add something extra into it, not too much. Enough. We are, so it's just got that quite a bit happening there in the background. Still got the lovely colours of the spray showing through. So that's going to be the base on the card. I may do just a touch of background stamping onto that in a moment as well. For these pieces here as well, I'm going to play around with the stencils just a little bit, not too much on here. I might actually just go in with the Waffle stencil on the front here with the Henna. Just add just a little bit of this into the background, not too much. I think that's enough. See how it just lifts it, doesn't it? Adds that little bit of extra something there. And this little piece here, again, I might go in with just a touch of both of those colours. All right, stenciling done. This is the Texture One background stamp, and I've got the Shady Lane Versafine Clair. This is one of my favourite stamps to use like this. I'm just going to ink up. I bend the stamp so I don't want the whole stamp. You just get that little touch of the print into the background, just in places. So these pieces are almost finished now. Don't you love the effect of just that little touch of the stamp in the background? This is a yellow Posca pen, and I'm going to add some yellow Posca dots just into the background, just on the front piece. I've gone ahead and started to assemble the desk calendar. So the small piece of the coloured Multifarious, I've just attached to the black cardstock mat and popped it onto the back. So if you're looking at the back of the card, that's what you'll see, the calendar. I have the piece without the stamping. See, that's gone on the inside there, so that'll be like the card base, the calendar base. And then the beautiful stamp piece with little Bijou, put on the black the black cardstock mat, and then onto the white base, and that was the 4 1/4 by 6 inches. The desk calendar, I've attached double-sided tape onto the back. Time to pop that into position, just find a spot where it looks nice. There we are. And then to attach this to the base, it attaches onto the front there, lining up the sides and the base. Now it's important when you stick it down, so line it up. I usually turn it over and put a little pencil mark just underneath where, just out of sight, because you want to make sure that you don't put tape on this top bit, because that is going to be on show. You could even write, if you're giving this as a gift, you could use that area to write a message, or if you wanted to, you could make another piece of the green and the black mat and pop that up the top as well. So I'm going to place my double-sided tape just on this bottom section. So the tape now, you can see I've just put it on that bottom section. This now said lining up the sides and the base. So that's all attached now. So you can't see any tape here on the back. Attach the front. Now the only problem is at the moment, there's nothing to stop that top slipping down, whereas I want it to stand up like this. So it's a desk calendar. So I've got a piece of Multifarious cardstock. This measures 2 1/4 inches by 1 inch, and then the black mat that measures 2 1/2 by 1 1/4. And I'm going to stamp a sentiment onto this, and this is from the Harmony collection. I'm going to choose the word harmony because I think that would be a nice sentiment for 2024. And I'm using the Fallen Leaves Versafine Clair, stamping that. I'm going to stick that to the front here onto the black cardstock. Right, what I've done is I've stuck the Harmony sentiment onto the black cardstock flat, placed some mounting tape underneath it. You can see that mounting tape, and then I've worked out sort of around about where I wanted that the top to sit, stuck it down, and that holds the desk calendar in place, so now that won't slip down. Great thing is though, you can still flatten the calendar so it will then fit into your envelope if you did want to post it or to give to somebody, and then it comes out and sits up. So that is my Lavinia desk calendar. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful time making your desk calendars. These will make really lovely Christmas gifts for people. Play around with your Lavinia stamps, see what other combinations you can come up with. But thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll be back soon with more videos. Thank you. Bye.